Hey, okay. So there's news circulating concerning Christian Bale, and we all know how big of a fan of Christian Bale I am. So we're gonna get into it. This is the geekiest video I've ever done. So let's just get in. Yeah. The news is that the um, Marvel Universe will be welcoming Christian Bale. And people are excited. I mean, they're like freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, this is great. However, my Sherlock senses are tingling, or maybe I'm more obsessed with Christian than I thought. Time for the therapy. All right. Because this is the thing. He has voiced his disinterest in being in a Marvel movie. Because, first of all, that would make him a traitor, because he's Batman. And kind of like that stormtrooper that follows Finn around, where he's traitor. I mean, all I can think about is that picture of Jason Momoa. I think that's how you say his last name. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Where he's sneaking up behind that guy. Aquaman's coming for you. But oh, that's all I'm gonna be able to think about now. Jason coming after Christian Bale. Oh, my life is so weird. Oh, goodness gracious. But anyway, yeah, he has shown such a strong disinterest in Marvel. So how come, and every single article that I've read is like copy and paste of each other. There was one that said that the creator for one of the monsters that apparently Christian Bale was said be um, to be playing. Again, this is all rumors. I mean, supposedly and rumor. That's all I'm hearing and seeing when I'm reading these. This article was so long, and the title of it was that this creator responded on Twitter, 2 words. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. Nobody is saying anything because, as far as we know, nothing happened. Disney hasn't said anything, Marvel hasn't said anything, and Christian Bale hasn't said anything, which tells me, again, Sherlock senses this isn't real. Where did this drop from? I mean, honestly, and of all the films for Thor Love and Thunder, the movie that nobody asked for, I remember the reception it got, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. In fact, as far as I know, it was forgotten. I forgot it. But I remember the reaction videos, and people tore it apart because of how it was presented and everything else. It was not welcomed at all. Like, at all. And you look at the movies that were next to it. I mean, we wanted Loki. I think it was supposed to be a TV series. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Loki. I didn't know that I wanted Falcon and Winter Soldier, but here we are. Doctor Strange 2. I think there was a Blade movie, and Hawkeye is getting his own movie, and of course Black Widow is getting her own movie. I mean, we've been asking for that for how long, and we're finally getting it. I mean, you look at the list, and this just looked like it was scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like they were just looking for something to release, and the presentation was just bad. And I feel like what they should have done is waited on the presentation and released it later and made it look more professional. Because it just, everything about it was awful. And the fans let them know. Like I said, I forgot until I saw all this stuff with Christian Bale. And and one thing I have to say about Internet Movie Database is Internet Movie Database does not check anything. They fall for these like rumors and all this stuff. Just like when they were saying stuff about John Wayne, that his last movie was actually Star Wars, which has been confirmed that that's not true. Well, they had for a little while that John Wayne was in Star Wars over The Shootist. I think The Shootist was his last movie. So they had changed everything. Well, then they had to change it back because it was confirmed that way, why that was even circulated, I don't know. So yeah, Internet Movie Database is not always accurate. So right now they have Christian Bale on the cast as rumored. So don't don't put all your eggs in the basket. But so and again with all these articles that are copy paste and everything, and when they're saying that they had, I was expecting a Q&A kind of things, and if that were it, then I would be like, okay, then Christian is going to be in Marvel Universe, and he's kind of tore down the wall, so to speak. But that's not the case. It was just they saw something on Twitter and decided to make this long thing and rambled on for way too long, and it was repetitive. And but this whole thing got me to remembering 2018, and I actually had to look. I will put the links in the description below for you. In 2018, there were a bunch of articles that went around, and Christian Bale actually talked about how much he wanted to be in a Star Wars movie. He loved Star Wars, still had his Star Wars action figures. His daughter loves Star Wars, which good parenting, sir. Oh, goodness. You have done well. And, but there was also one that talked about how if, and I don't remember the exact wording for it, but apparently he had met somebody, and I think it was Rian Johnson or something. He was at one of the premieres or something, and they talked about if there was a movie for Darth Revan, he would be perfect for that part, which sure. I like that character. I used to have the book. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, I'll have to get that book again. And so they talked about that, and there was also talks about he was in talks with Lucasfilm. He's known Kathleen Kennedy for some time. She was part of the crew for Empire of the Sun. So again, I'll have all those articles in the description because I had to go searching for them. Again, Sherlock senses. And so here's the thing. He talked about wanting to be in a Star Wars movie. He talked about loving Star Wars and everything like that. And so how did it go from that to a universe that he's really not interested in? I'm very confused. I would think that you would keep him in the Star Wars, especially with these like The Mandalorian and this Obi-Wan series. Isn't there also a series? Oh, Cassian, the young man in Rogue One. Aren't they going to do that Rogue One spinoff? I seem to remember that. And so we have these for Disney Plus. I mean, he'd be perfect for that. So why would you pull him away from what it is he wants to do? And I don't know. It that makes absolutely no sense to me. That's yeah. The closest that I would, if you were going to, I may have said this already, but I'll say it again. If he were to be placed in Marvel, or if he were to come to Marvel, Doctor Strange, that would seem more logical. And because I can't see him with Loki, I can't see him in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and or any Blade, maybe. But anyway, not what they're saying he should be. Where did this come from? Where, and I'm seeing these articles that are saying that Christian Bale Marvel Universe information has leaked. Where? Show me where. Because so far it's just a bunch of nonsense being talked about. Oh my gosh. why can't you just give us facts? Facts in the case. Yeah. I've watched Perry Mason all my life and I want the facts. Good heavens, people. So yeah, I'm interested because those three, Christian has not said anything about Marvel in anything that I've read. Marvel isn't saying anything and Disney isn't saying anything. However, back in 2018, there were those where it was confirmed that he was supposed to be in the Han Solo movie, which he didn't end up in that one. He wasn't even in Rise of Skywalker or any of these other spin-off TV series. And so what's going on? What are your thoughts on it? I mean, of the spin-offs that are going, like on Disney Plus, like The Mandalorian and this upcoming, I mean, he's worked with Ewan McGregor before. So why not have that pairing again? Why not have them work together again? Together again. Oh, that's terrible. I use references way too much. I shouldn't do that. But, and even with the casting, there is going to be one, unless they've scrapped it. The one with what's his name, Diego Luna. I'm pretty sure that's his last name. I know his first name is Diego, but, and I'm kind of excited for that one because I liked that character. So yeah, there's those spin-offs. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on this. And yes, you can be upset with me for what I said about, but honestly, when you look at Thor 11th, and I have nothing against Natalie Portman, before you get the wrong idea. I have nothing against her. I really do not. No, she's a very talented actress. But it was just one of those that it wasn't, it was butchered. People were not happy with it. And basically it was just one of those that, compared to the others, they should have waited on presenting it. That's how I feel. So, but yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear what you have to say. I mean, do you think this is kind of one of those? I mean, shoot, Ewan McGregor knew about the Obi-Wan series for 7 years, so who knows? Maybe this is kind of one of those distractions. They'll drop the whole rumored thing. No, we just decided not to use him in Love and Thunder. It just wasn't working out. Because who was it? Matt Smith was supposed to be in. They talked about several different actors, big actors in Rise of Skywalker, and they weren't in there. So maybe this is one of those instances, and then it turns out that we see Christian Bale in Star Wars. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I would love to hear your thoughts. And honestly, if he were in one of these spin-offs like Mandalorian or Obi-Wan, or are they going to do that one with Cassian? I hope so. Fill me in on that. And I'll have those links in the description below for you from 2018 too, so you can read up on that. So anyway, so that's what's happening. Give me your thoughts and all of that. So